Alrighty folks, well you just saw the preliminary compensation plan that, like I said, we offer to every single person, including a customer that joins us. Now we're going to get into a little bit more advanced. People always say, I need to know the comp plan. Let me start off by saying you do not need to know, nor do you ever have to explain the comp plan to be successful in business. Some of the most successful network marketers in the industry throughout the last 3 decades don't understand the comp plans in their companies. They just know they got a big fat check and they cash it. So do not use what we're about to cover right now as a yardstick or a measurement for your success. You don't have to learn this. You certainly never have to teach this. But for those of you that really want to understand how do I get paid, and more importantly, what makes this company different than the rest, then go ahead and enjoy this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up those original referring customer and director incomes or compensations, because what we're talking about here is a 6-level unilevel pay plan. And as I showed you, as you go out there and refer people, you're going to get paid. Now people ask all the time, what do I get paid per customer? It's a band. We're going to pay you based on usage, but roughly 75–80% of America is going to fall within the usage of 500 kilowatt hours to 1,500 kilowatt hours per month. So we're going to use that as the standard. And that means you are going to get paid on levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, a standard for this example, 25 cents or 50 cents. And let me show you how this works. We've already covered as a referring customer, you're going to get paid through 5 levels. As a director, you're going to get paid a 6th level. We double your pay on the 6th level. Now, folks say all the time, well, why do you say 25 or 50? One of the neatest things about our opportunity is that when you go out there and build this business, your personal customer requirement is 1. And it never changes all the way to the top of our compensation plan. You need to become your own customer or find someone else to become your accepted customer, and you're done. You don't have to go out there and have 10, 15, 20, 40 personal customers to maintain your personal requirements. 1 and yourself. Now here's the ingenious part with this marketing plan that North American Power is offering you. If you were your own customer and you began to build a distribution of referrals that we just covered in the last video, when people say it's only 25 cents, it's 25 cents per customer per month on every customer that you introduce, that they introduce, that those people introduce. So we're not talking about getting paid 25 cents per customer. We're talking about getting paid 25 cents on all the customers on levels 1 through 5. Now, here's the question. If you had the opportunity to get paid twice as much money, get paid double commissions, would you be interested? And here's how. Instead of choosing North American Power's regular service, which is 25% renewable energy, you can opt instead to choose the 100% renewable, sustainable green energy. And if you choose the 100% green, then you are eligible for double commissions on every customer in your distribution that you're qualified to get paid on. You're now going to get a double bonus. Now here's the neat thing. If every person is introduced with the same concept that we talked about, become a customer, get competitive rates, refer other customers, and get paid each month on their usage, if we offered everybody that same deal, choose 100% green energy and earn double commissions on every other 100% green customer, do you think more people might say yes to that? If you think back to the numbers I showed you, $27.50 or $55, what would you choose? $150 or $300? $750 or $1,500? That's the difference, folks. Green energy, 100% green, double commissions. Now here's the neat part. when you look at that, when you think about that, and you say to yourself, well, how much is it going to cost me to choose 100% green energy? All we're saying is the average customer, the average household, your electric bill, by going from 25% green to 100% green, it might go up $10, $12, $15 per month. Now, I got to say that again because that's the first time when I realized, why isn't everybody choosing green? My limited scope, I didn't have any knowledge of it. I thought if you chose to be 100% green, it was going to cost you hundreds of dollars. My limited brain thought it might be a $200 decision. I'm paying $200 a month for my utility bill. If I choose 100% green, it's liable to go up another $150, $200. That's, I think, why most people don't do it. So if we could say, listen, by choosing 100% sustainable green energy, the average customer's bill is going to go up $10, $12, $15, I think that's an acceptable choice to double commissions. So imagine you build the distribution and we begin to share with people the opportunity to get a double cash back rebate check from North American Power based on the referrals. I believe we'll get as close to 100% people choosing 100% renewable green energy than any company out there. So again, 25 cents if it's a regular energy customer, $0.50 per customer per month if it's 100% green. On the 6th level, the 50 cents becomes $1. That's the difference between why 25 cents or 50 cents, why $27.50 or 55, why 30,000 or 60,000. Because depending on these customers, if they choose 100% green and you're 100% green, you get double commissions. Now, to keep it simple, we're going to go ahead and talk about everybody eventually coming to the realization that it just makes good business sense. Forget whether or not you want to save the environment. It just makes good business sense to choose 100% green and double my commissions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up there the compensation available based on the 100% green renewable energy. So as a director, you're getting paid 50 cents per customer per month on levels 1 through 5 and $1 on level 6. Now, what we're going to talk about is what separates our company. That's a very lucrative 6-level unilevel pay plan that's available to everybody. When you get started as a customer, that's available to you. But what we're going to talk about now are the folks that are saying, hey, look, I understand this industry. Maybe you're involved with another company. Maybe you're actively building another energy company right now in home-based business. And somebody said to you that North American Power has the most lucrative compensation plan out there. Well, here's a couple of the reasons why. Number one, the barrier to entry. And I'll just use an example of a company that happens to be growing right now in the home-based business energy space. And they're charging people, let's just say between $300 and $500 to get started, and let's just say $20 to $50 per month to stay qualified with all their websites and everything else. We're offering you no investment, no risk, no monthly fees. Which company do you think will build faster? Which referral base do you think will grow faster? And I'll say this, the company I'm referring to in the state of New Jersey acquired over 100,000 customers in a 12-month period. That's impressive. My hat's off to them. That's impressive. But in that same time period, they acquired or recruited around 10,000, a little north of 10,000 representatives that spent the $400. Now my question to you is this. What is the only reason a customer would say, yes, I love energy choice. I love deregulation. I can't wait to get rid of my local utility and choose your company. So they're excited about the choice. They're excited about making that decision. And then they say, but no thanks, I'm not interested in being a business partner of yours. I'm not interested in becoming a representative. Folks, it's common sense. If they love energy deregulation, choice, and then they love the ability to make that choice and change to your company, but then say, no thanks, I'm interested in becoming a representative, there's only one reason. They don't want to risk losing the $400. They don't want to go ask their friends and family to risk losing the $400. So the bottom line is, why is our comp plan better? First and foremost, the brakes are off the race car, folks. There's no barriers to entry. Every single person that became a customer in that company but did not become a representative, what's going to happen when they find out that by choosing North American Power instead of that company, they'll get the same competitive rates they're getting right now, so there's no negative on the customer side, but if they referred a handful of people, how many of those customers do you think might, I repeat, might, want to have their electric bill paid for by their new electric company, North American Power? That's why I'm excited. I don't want the 10, 12, 15,000 representatives in that company. I want the 100,000 customers that said, thanks but no thanks to losing money. Now, that's the first difference as to why this marketing plan and this comp plan will pay you more money. No barriers to entry, faster, exponential growth. But let's talk dollars and cents. There's the unit level pay. We have a position called Area Director. As an Area Director, you now have the opportunity to get paid on your distribution the same exact way, I repeat, the same exact way that the company does, which means you get paid on every customer through infinity. And I'm going to pause there for a second because a lot of network marketing companies use the term infinity. I was a math major when I was in college. Infinity means does not end. In network marketing, when they use the term infinity, what they really should say is you'll keep getting paid through infinity until someone in your group earns your position, then they get your money. That's the dirty little secret that people don't know, and no one certainly wants me to tell. Well, you reach Area Director. How do you do that? Well, I'll give you a question. How many personal customers do you need? 1. Your team requirements to become a referring customer, you simply refer 5 customers. It's not hard, folks. You refer 5 customers, you're eligible to get the 5-level unit level pay. To become a director, it's still the 1 customer, you, and then you personally enroll 10. Personally enroll 10 accepted customers. They're on your front level, and help 5 teams to develop a customer base of 24 or 25 or more customers. 25 or more customers in 5 separate teams gets you director, which gets you that 6th level. That's huge. Remember, when we did the math on the other compensation plan example, that's worth more than the top 5 levels combined. That's why our unit level is so lucrative compared to the competition. But what we're going to talk about now is you becoming an area director. You needed to enroll 5, add 5 more to get to 10. To become an area director and all the way through the top of our plan, you need to add 10 more as an area director for a grand total of 20 people that you've personally enrolled in your business. And what I'm going to do right now is unbutton my jacket so I can reach up there. You've got 20 people that you've personally enrolled and 5 teams that have developed 100 or more accepted customers. It's all based on customers. So you've got 5 teams that have gotten started referring some people who now have a total of 100 customers or more. Once you've met those requirements, you become an area director. As an area director, you're obviously getting paid a nice little income on every customer through levels 1 through 6. But as an area director, you now have the opportunity to go out there and personally sponsor a new person, creating what's called your area director code. So here's what happens. We're just going to say those are your 5 teams that have at least 100 accepted customers. Everybody's excited. You're now an area director. And by the way, you're getting paid on all of the accepted customers on levels 1 through 6. And as they continue to add more, as long as they fall on levels 1 through 6, you're going to get paid that level pay. But you now have the opportunity as an area director to go out there and sponsor a new person in what's called your area director code. And it's so important to understand, when I say infinity, it's true infinity. That one person right there, no matter how deep their organization grows, you will not get cut out of it. I'm going to show you exactly why. Everyone that they personally enroll, and so forth and so on, down those 6 levels, you're going to get yourself a raise. As an area director, there's already a 50-cent payout on levels 1 through 5. You're going to get an additional 50 cents. Okay, so it's plus 50 cents on your area director code. So levels 1 through 5, you're getting paid 50 cents plus 50 cents, which is $1 per customer per month. On level 6, it was already $1 plus 50 cents. So you're getting $1.50 on all the customers that fall on level 6. And then level 7 through infinity, you've got yourself a 50-cent per customer per month payout. Now, I want you to think about that. How far down could your organization grow? If you're in another program right now, I don't know. The average person in this industry doesn't grow past the 3rd level. Why? Because there's usually a $300, $400, $500 entrance fee to get in. If you're in a product company, there's usually a $50 to $150 to a $300 to a $500 a month auto ship requirement to stay qualified. That's why people struggle to duplicate and build an exponential growth. With us, no investment, no risk, no monthly fees. Just get people to say, yes, I pay an electric bill. Yes, I'd like competitive rates. And absolutely, I'd love to get paid a little extra money. Would love to have my utility company, my electric company pay my electric bill. Well, folks, imagine how many people are going to say yes to that. So now you're picking up 50 cents per customer per month through infinity. Now, we're already thinking ahead. What happens when somebody in your organization breaks area director? Let me show you. That's you. You went out there and somebody in your organization broke area director, which is the goal. I need to pause here for a second because there's just so many misrepresentations in this industry. You have been taught, go out there and find people better than you. Help them to get started. Help them to succeed, and you can retire. It sounds good. In the majority of companies, it doesn't work out that way. Because if your people succeed and reach your level of success, they cut your income off. They get paid your money. So you're known as the guy or the girl that overrides XYZ people, but your check gets cut in half. It's just the way it works. They're override checks. They're override commissions. This is infinity pay, so that's you. You're a brand new person. Went out there and built their organization. Whether it took them 30 days, 3 years, it doesn't matter. They reached area director. They go out there and start their own area director coded group. In order to get there, they had to leave behind a minimum of 500 accepted customers. 5 teams of 100. Those 500 accepted customers are coded to you through infinity. So is there a chance that it may continue to grow? You better believe it. And you continue to work with all those people through infinity. Those 500 accepted customers could turn into 50,000 accepted customers through infinity, and you're picking up 50 cents per customer per month. I can't give you income claims here, folks. All I'm going to say to you is, theoretically, you could be picking up 50 cents off of every single customer. Now, they go out there and start their area director code. They would like to start picking up that extra 50 cents. Well, we don't want you to kick that person to the curb. Because again, a fundamental flaw in this industry is that when someone reaches your position and they get your bonus, you neglect them. You stop supporting them. You stop helping them. It's happened to me in companies. Just because they made area director doesn't mean they're ready to run on their own. It doesn't mean that the person that you've been working with, developing a relationship with, should be kicked to the curb. So what we've done is we've created a second generation of infinity pay. So if that's you and that's your person and they've reached area director and you love that person, and you want to keep helping that person, and you want to keep supporting that person, but you've got to pay your kids' college tuition. You've got a mortgage payment. You've got a car payment. You are forced to focus over here in most companies where you're going to continue to get paid, which means you neglect the person that deserves your time the most. Not North American Power. In North American Power, we have a second generation override. So now when this person goes out there and develops their area director coded group, you're getting area director 2 coding, which means every time they build this group and pick up that extra 50 cents, you're picking up an extra 50 cents. So whether it's in the code that they left behind or in their new coded group, you are getting paid the same identical income. Folks, this is what's missing in the industry. On the surface, people say things like, find people better than you. Help them to succeed and you'll get what you want. You'll be able to retire. It's false. In 99% of the companies out there, if you do that, your income gets carved down. It happened to me personally. So when I wrote this marketing plan and this compensation plan, I wrote it so that if you do go out there and build a business and you do find other people and help support them, you won't have your income cut out. So now think about this. As this person goes out there and builds their area director coded group, is there a chance that they may build over here a leader that also breaks area director? You betcha. What does that person have to leave behind? A minimum of 500 accepted customers. Who are they all coded to? You, because that's all second generation AD coding for you. And when those people go out there and duplicate and have that exponential growth, that's all still yours. So there is an infinite number of people that can break area director underneath this person, and you're still never going to get cut out. Because for each person to become an area director, they have to leave behind a minimum of 500 accepted customers. So you will never run out of people to work with, you'll never run out of growth, and your income will never go backwards unless all the customers drop off. If that happens, of course, in any company, your income is going to go backwards. But it's not going to go backwards because you've helped other people to advance to your level of success. More importantly, let's say that this person right here and folks, I'm speaking to the network marketing professionals right now because this has happened to you. You go out there and you reach area director. And as an area director, you sponsor a new person, and that person goes out there and builds. And all of a sudden, this person right here that's your superstar. And it's on your 17th level, okay? It's not even in your level 1 through 6. It's on your 17th level. That person goes out there and becomes an area director, surpasses you and becomes a regional director and reaches our top position. I haven't even showed them to you yet, but reaches our top position, which is national director. They are picking up 50 cents, 50 cents, and 50 cents. Infinity on their group as a national director. They're the top representative in our company. They're 17 levels deep to you. You have nothing to do with them. You had nothing to do with them coming in. But they're in your area director coded group. When they come in, they outrank you. Folks, understand what I'm saying. In other programs, when those people advance past your rank, you're coded out. You're a lowly area director. They've become regional, national. They're the top producer in the company. They're the top money earner in the company. Every single time they personally sponsor someone, every single time they personally sponsor someone, you're picking up the Area Director 2 coded group 50-cent override. And that's going to be, now think about it. When they went from AD to RD, they had to put a lot of growth in. And you got 50 cents per customer per month. When they went from regional director to national director, they had to go through more growth. 50 cents per customer per month for you. Every single time they sponsored a new person, that person's entire organization, you're picking up 50 cents per customer per month on the entire organization until someone in that organization reaches area director, which means they've left you a minimum of 500 people to keep working with. Folks, it's an infinite number of people that can outrank you and outcode you, but never cut you off income-wise. That's why when I say I challenge other programs to match that, it doesn't happen. It always happens in a perfect world, in a perfect scenario. I'm talking about doomsday. I'm talking about someone on your 17th level outranking you, coding out 2 generations beyond you, regional and national. And you know what? You haven't taken an income hit, even though you're still just an area director. Why is that important? Folks, we gave you this coding at the 3rd promotion in our company. Other companies that offer these types of overrides save them for the top position. Why? Because they know that the majority of people will never get there. I can't tell you how many times I've been at presentations watching someone give a very eloquent, very, very inspiring, very energetic presentation. And see, I'm a numbers guy. I'm a math guy. So when we're done, I just ask them a couple of questions. Well, that was inspiring. How many people do you have at that position? And they say, well, we have 7 right now. And I go, how many people are in your company? And they go, 350,000. And I say, yet you chose to use that income as the example? Well, folks, if you remember, the theoretical example I'm giving you, the hypothetical example I'm giving, is available to every one of our customers. Not the person that we know you're never going to become, a customer. And the overrides, the coding, is available to you right here at the 3rd earned position. I'm going to pause for a second as I put the other ranks up here, but I want that to sit in. Because when people say, why is this guy so cocky? Why is this guy challenging leaders in other companies? Look, I don't expect you to leave your company. I don't expect you to leave your company. I do expect you to figure out how you're going to compete with this. Because the income disclosures are out. One of our competitors just had to release its income disclosure statement. And it's nice because it's always wonderful when the proof validates what I say. Because I've been saying all along that 9 out of 10 people that invest $300, $400, $500 to get started in a program will not make their money back. People think I'm just saying that. The income disclosure statement just came out with one of our competitors. I won't say their name. But well over 9 out of 10 people, more than 90%, I'll let you do the research, but well over 90% lost money. I say that with a smirk on my face because that's what I want to fix. You shouldn't have to lose money to start a home-based business. You shouldn't have to cause your friends and family to lose money for you to succeed. Oh, don't get me wrong. Their top guy made over $600,000. And I applaud that. That's great. But see, to me, if you have to get 5,000 or 10,000 people to lose money for somebody or a handful of somebodies to make that kind of money, that's not a successful model. That's a transference of wealth. If I had 1,000 people in this room hand me $100, I'd have $100,000. Would that make this a great opportunity if 1,000 people lost 100 and I got 100,000? If it happened in 30 days, would that make it a great opportunity? Because there'd be people saying, this guy made $100,000 in 30 days. Well, how did he do it? He got 1,000 people to hand him 100. And sure, there's semantics on how we can make it legal for that transference of wealth, but the bottom line is it's just not right. The model we're talking about, who gets hurt here, folks? No investment, no risk. No investment, no risk. And every single customer has the opportunity to choose. No requirement, it's not mandatory. The opportunity to choose, I'd like to make some money. Who do you know that's out of work? Who do you know that spouse is out of work? Who do you know that's lost their investment portfolio in the stock market? Who do you know that's upside down in their mortgage? There's too many folks out there that need a secondary stream of income. There's a bunch that need a plan A. We're trying to give that to them, but we're doing it with no investment, no risk. Let's talk about these other ranks. Still only need one customer. Why? Because if we're putting a $50, $75, $100 a month residual check in your pocket, you'll never leave. You don't have to do anything more. That 20 stays constant. So you don't have to go out there and personally enroll new people. But your teams, as a regional director, somewhere in each of your 5 legs, help one person advance to your rank of area director. When you've done that with 5 separate legs, they don't have to be personally sponsored. We're not playing games with you. They could be on your 17th level. But once each of your 5 teams has an area director, you get promoted to regional director. As a regional director, again, I'm referring to the 100% green. 100% green energy. I'm also referring to the American Wind product. So everything I'm talking about here applies to those of you who are outside of our footprint taking advantage of the most amazing opportunity with American Wind. And we'll talk about that. In fact, you've already seen the videos on that. I just haven't talked about it during this training video. But the extra 50 cents per customer per month is on the 100% green or American Wind customers, which means you're now picking up $1.50 on every customer every month on levels 1 through 5. You're picking up $2 per customer per month on level 6, and you're picking up $1 per customer per month through 2 generations of Infinity Pay. That's insane, folks. That's crazy money. There were fortunes, I repeat, there were fortunes earned with the deregulation of telecommunications. And we're talking about per customer per month earning 8 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents per customer per month, and the deregulation of telecommunications created more multimillionaires, residual income multimillionaires, than anything else in home-based business. Well, the transference of wealth, when telecom deregulated to the deregulation of energy, folks, it's 5 times greater here. 5 times greater, and we're talking about income potentials that are infinite, because 50 cents versus 8 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents per customer per month, that's insane. $1 per customer per month, let's go a little further. National director, you still need one customer. You've got your 20 personally referred. Now we have your 5 teams. where there's at least one regional director in each of the 5 legs. So the bottom line is it can be the same 5 legs, it can be a different 5 legs, it can be the same people advancing. It's a jigsaw puzzle. Mix and match whatever you want. You just need to have 5 teams where there is one regional director in each of those 5 legs. Once you've done that, you're a national director. As a national director, we're going to give you an additional 50 cents. So now on level, and again, 100% green, $2 per customer per month on levels 1 through 5. $2.50 on level 6, and $1.50, because it's 50 cents plus 50 cents plus 50 cents. Through infinity. Understand, if you're a regional director and you've got 2 generations of area director underneath you, you won't be getting the dollar. You'll be getting the dollar minus the 50 cents, so you can understand that it's 50 cents plus 50 cents plus 50 cents across the board. Just for simplicity, I'm showing you what that total would be if it was in your open coded group, as I'm saying, as you advance. Now here's the best part, folks. In addition to that ridiculous amount of money that you cannot be cut out of, as a regional director, how would you like an additional $1,000 per month luxury bonus? Could you get a decent car with $1,000 per month extra as a fully qualified regional director? The company's just going to throw you an extra $1,000. Do what you want with it. As a national director, fully qualified, how about an extra $3,000 per month? Per month, based on being fully qualified. Now, I want you to think about this, folks. What could you do with an extra $3,000 per month? We're calling it a luxury bonus, but we don't care what you do. You want to buy a car? I think you probably buy a spaceship if you want for $3,000 a month as far as a car payment. You want to move your zip code? That might make a mortgage payment for some folks. You want to buy a boat? Go buy a boat. But here's the important thing. If you're struggling and you got kids that you want to put through college, do us the favor. Use the luxury bonus to pay for your kid's education. Just take a picture of your child. Take a picture of your child in front of the school they're going to go to. And then write us a letter and say, I'm so thrilled that I chose to become a customer of North American Power 16, 18 months ago, 2 years ago. And refer to a handful of people, because through this referral base, I'm now sending my child to whatever college. We want you to use this bonus for whatever you want. All we're simply saying to you is take advantage of the opportunity. And when you go out there and refer people to this business, what could happen? What if? The last piece I'm going to put out there, well, right now nobody is picking it up. But there is a global revenue sharing pool, a global revenue sharing pool that you get to participate in as a national director. 25 cents per customer per month from the entire distribution. Because when you go out there and reach national director, you're already getting paid on your entire organization. But there are some organizations that you might not be overriding. Well, if they're right now in North American Power and they're paying their energy bill, or they're supporting American Wind and the company's getting paid on it, you are too. The very first person to fully qualify out as a national director is going to get the prize of all prizes. And you know what? I can't wait to see the excitement on their face when the very first global revenue sharing pool check is handed. Understand, there'll be more people that get into it, but if you're the first, you don't have to share it with anyone. And I'm not saying don't share. Sharing is a wonderful concept in this planet. But I'll be honest with you. What if you had a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 month run picking up that entire revenue sharing pool yourself? That'd be nice, some nice coin. As folks qualify and get in there, you'll be sharing it. It won't be shared equally. We're not going to say, oh, there's 4 of you, we're splitting it 4 ways. Your organization, The size of your organization will determine the percentage of that pool that you get. So understand, we're all about rewarding production. Folks, I will simply say this. I'm on record. And trust me, when you watch this video and you have pushback to what I'm saying, that just means you don't understand the math. So go upline. Talk to your upline. Keep talking to your upline. You'll find someone that knows who I am. And you'll understand, I'm not making this claim so that I can say, oh, I was wrong. There is not an opportunity out there in energy, in telecom, in nutrition, in skincare, in travel that can match what we're doing because of two things. Number one, the money that we're paying out, the fact that you never get cut off and never get cut out, and the fact that no one will grow as fast as us because there's no barriers to entry. I challenge anyone, anytime. If you think your program pays out more than ours, all you have to do is give me your report. Don't tell me what you're doing. Show me in black and white. You give us your report. We'll sit down. We'll keep it anonymous. I don't want anybody getting thrown out of their company. You bring me the information. We'll superimpose your production over our comp plan. And if you're a math guy or a math gal, you can do it yourself. And you'll realize all I'm saying is stay where you're at. But the question is this. We work hard for our money. Whether you work an hour a day, an hour a week, an hour a month, I don't care. You deserve to get paid as much money as possible for the work that you do. Welcome to the highest paying compensation plan and the easiest marketing plan in the industry of home-based business. Thanks so much for watching.